What's going on? You tuned into another episode of The Breaks. I'm going to tell you right now, WNBA just got started. Caitlin Clark is going crazy. NBA draft. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you jump a daddy, you might be okay. Stay tuned.
These
are the breaks.
These are the breaks.
You know what it is.
What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Beef, and you tuned into another episode of The Breaks. And you already know how we're going to get started. NBA breakdown. A lot has been going on in the NBA, but I'm just going to go ahead and start it first. It is a sad day in the NBA. Nobody passed, but a show passed that very holds dear to my heart. Inside the NBA, you're hearing it first here on The Breaks. It's going to be no longer. I talked about it before. TNT, Ted Turner was in a bidding war with NBC. I would say about $2.5 billion. I'm saying about because, that can definitely change. And word is, right, on the rumor mill is that TNT is going to lose the rights in regards to that, right? Now, if you don't know, Inside the NBA started back on June 4th, 1989, which was something exciting with Ernie Smith. And then, of course, later down the line, Shaquille O'Neal, Charles, and Kenny all jumped on board, and has been something that's been very entertaining on Thursdays when you tune in and watch these games. Now, this is what sucks. How is NBC is going to even get close to even creating a show just as good as Inside the NBA? The reason why Inside the NBA was so good is because I had NBA players that I can relate to that made, halftime good to listen to.
Okay.
Made after the game good to listen to. And if it wasn't for Shaq and Chuck always going at each other's neck, that would be good to see. Or Kenny, you know how Kenny knees are kind of knock needed, him running to the board and not trying to fall. Those moments are now being taken away, due to money and all this good stuff. So it's going to be kind of funny to see how Amazon Prime and NBC is going to make a show just as good as that. You're probably saying, B, why you complain so much about it? Because, man, we're losing recipes out here, right? Everybody think you can reinvent the wheel instead of just taking that wheel and moving it somewhere else or just tweaking a few parts. So we're going to go see how this goes. If not, I'm going to tell you they're going to lose viewership. Let's just be straight up. All right? NBA draft order has been announced. We have the Hawks, Washington, Houston, Spurs, and Detroit. For all my folks out there in Detroit, I'm sorry, you stinked all year to end up as number 5. You thought that you was going to stink so bad to get number 1. And you did it. Again, another failed season going into another failed season. I'm going to tell you right now, I'll just give you a word of advice. Stop tanking. If you look at the Hawks was literally a 3% chance of getting a number 1 seed. And what they get? The number 1 seed. What happened to the previous year for them? They actually made it into a play-in game. So, Detroit, let's actually try to be good, and you might make it. Look at Houston, right? Houston was actually good. The other 2 teams actually stink, but, they tried harder than you. So, Detroit, do better. Cleveland. Something's fishy going on in Cleveland. LeBron James was seen at the game a few days ago versus Cleveland versus Boston, sitting courtside. It was reported, they was there for Mother's Day and things like that. But LeBron came in, the crowd went crazy. I'm just going to tell you this. The last time LeBron was in Cleveland, sitting courtside, was to watch one of his dear friends' jersey get hanged in the rafters. But what happened was he actually ended up signing with Cleveland. Now, I'm not one to say he's going to go back to Cleveland or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, details. Pay attention to details because you might not know what will happen with LeBron James. But I can tell you this, his son, Bronny James, is going through, the NBA and going through the draft, the games, the measurements and things like that. It has been reported that his son is 6'1" and not 6'4". Now, you're probably thinking, B, why does this matter? Because someone been lying to me since USC. The stats is lying and his height is lying. He's not starting off on a good foot. He's a liar. You know how we feel about liars. Stories are not being told. So we gotta see how Bronny Jr. is going to go ahead and do. I'm very high on this young man. He played in his first scrimmage yesterday. 4 points, 4 rebounds in 19 minutes. He really haven't interviewed, haven't talked to nobody. He actually talked on the podium yesterday, and then there's a few quotes he said. Devin Mitchell, those type of players he looked to kind of mold his game after. A lot of people were giving him shit about it, talking about he wants to be a role player. Hey, people are checking, man. The only reason a lot of people is going hard on this young man is because of his daddy. And I'm going to stop it right there. Because you shouldn't be going hard on his son. You should not be going hard on the kids at all, because these kids can paint their own legacy different from their daddy. All slander directed needs to be directed at LeBron James only. Stop taking it out on Bronny Jr. Stop taking when Bryce comes up in the ranking. Don't take it out on Bryce. If you got slander, reroute the slander to the correct individual. Because if not, in my eyes, you looked at a person that can't slander. I talked about this before. You're just messy. You're just nothing but drama. All right? Let's talk about a few series. Dallas, OKC. Series is tied 2-2. I'm going to tell you right now, SGA is out there getting freaky. Them boys out there in the Thunder. It's some dogs. And I'm saying this with a grain of salt, right? Are they getting abused down there in the post by Gafford and Lively? Hell yeah. But you know who's abusing themselves and just making the game harder? Luka Doncic. He's not healthy. He's not 100%. Luka, I know you want to be that guy, but you have a person that is an NBA champion on your team.
Winner!
That knows how to do what he do and get freaky, and that's Kyrie Irving, right? Let him run the offense. Let him be the guy. We know if you was 100%, you'll go out there and probably murder somebody. No pun intended. But in regards to that, Luka, you're not 100%. Let it go. Let Kyrie do what he do, because you had 7 turnovers in the previous game. And that's not going to be something to help you out in the long run, right? You're going back to OKC, and it's going to be hella high water for you when you go there. So stop playing your team out of position, right? Cleveland, Boston, another series that I kind of talked about earlier that is very interesting is that, it's Boston for real. Boston only beat Cleveland by 7 without Donovan Mitchell. That's alarming to me. For the simple fact is, Boston, what the hell are you doing? I know you don't got Porzingis, but damn, do y'all stuck that bad? Or your coach can't really coach? Is something going on down there in Boston at the end of the day? Like, I have y'all going to the finals again because I just can't see, the Knicks, they're beat up. I can't see the Pacers going. So I really have faith in y'all going in the finals and doing what y'all got to do. But it's like, damn, do y'all really stink like that?
Owie!
Just straight trash, right? Another series I'm kind of looking into that's pissing me off is actually the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Denver Nuggets. For everyone out there that wrote Denver off, I'm going to tell you right now, you don't know basketball. You just sit here and just talk. It's no way in hell you write an NBA champion off at all. In my eyes, Jokic hasn't hit the age of 40 yet. Murray ain't got caught with an accusation just yet. And Aaron Gordon he haven't lost a step in his bounce at all. You can't knock Denver off at all, because Jokic is having a field day with, quote-unquote, the defensive player of the year. Now, it's kind of puzzling to me how Rudy Gobert can be the defensive player of the year, but soon he gets into the playoffs, he turns into Malik Monk, like somebody else that can't stick in front of nobody. They can definitely score, but they can't, defend at all, right? He's like a damn big-ass French cone out there. And Jokic's out there dancing the night away. If it's not with him, it's with Karl Anthony Towns. If it's not with him, it's Nas Reed. I still got this series going 7. I want to see the Timberwolves pull it off, but don't knock a harder the champion.
Okay.
One more series. Tom Thibodeau, Indiana Pacers, Tibbs. You can't keep playing these players for 40-plus minutes. You're running them into the dirt. Knickerbockers, y'all doing good out here. But every game, piece by piece, somebody body part is coming to loose. And it's madness, right? Because you're thinking, can the Knicks do it this year? The answer's going to be no. They can't do it this year. But what I want y'all to do is sit tight. I'm going to jump into, Caitlin Clark in a minute. But there's some drama in the NFL. And we're going to talk about it after we pay these bills. See you in a moment.
And these are the breaks.
These are the breaks.
You know what it is.
Profanity Nation. A podcast for the fans, by the fans. Dive deep into the topics the other shows miss. Raw and uncensored.
And he's going to play team ball. His legacy is at stake.
Rare, hard-hitting interviews with players, coaches, and you, the super fans.
I'm not hating. I'm like, okay, cool. Good.
3 championships in 5 years. He's more than good, bro.
Profanity Nation. Listen live or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Powered by Jesse Brown of Keller Williams.
Going on, world? It's your boy Beef, and you know I say world because I sound like Sway, because you already know what it is. These are the breaks, and I'll keep you updated with everything around the world. But we're gonna head to the ATL, because I'm gonna tell you right now, everyone think it's drama going down there. Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix, and I'm gonna tell you right now, Kirk says he has no hard feelings at all in regards to Michael Penix being drafted by the Atlanta Falcons. Now, if you're thinking about it, right, it should be no hard feelings, right, Kirk? Because you know the name of the game. Your replacement is always right behind you. And if Kirk, if you stink it up like you usually do, right, on NBC and Channel 11 and all that good stuff, then hell yeah, Michael Penix is going to be there. It's going to be hard feelings, right? But as of right now, that is Kirk Cousins' team, and it's nothing to worry about. Kirk, just be the mentor that you can be, like you said you was, and everything will be okay. Michael Penix is the future. He'll eventually make his way out because, again, you can't be forever young.
Winner!
You can't be out there like Brett Favre or Tom Brady all your life and things like that. But, hey, it is what it is.
Okay.
Now, speaking of Tom Brady, it has been reported that Tom Brady feels bad that he did the roast. If you haven't seen the roast, go ahead and check it out on Netflix. It's a series in which Kevin Hart, and there's one quick episode in which they clown the shit out of Tom Brady. Of course, Kim Kardashian as well. We don't really care. But Tom Brady feels bad because the jokes was flying. I'm going to tell you right now, in this day and age with this type of generation and this type of cancel culture and just this type of softness, as Kobe would put it, that roast wasn't going to be good at all. Because everyone's going to find a way to make it about themselves and make it so soft. Again, Tom Brady, no disrespect to you, but fuck them kids. It's a joke. Back in the day in the 90s, we would be dying laughing on the floor. No one didn't take it personal. And as of now, everything someone says, they think words are being weaponized and used, and come to find out it's not. It's just words. If you just let it bounce off of you, you'll be okay. But as soon as someone sees that you take it personal, you lose the battle. And Tom Brady, you lost. You lost in Tampa Bay. You lost your wife. And you lost the physical battle when it comes to this roast. It just is what it is. Jaguars have approved a $1.4 million new stadium, right? It probably be it's not billions, 1.4 million, probably more than that. Stadium out there, that's cool for the Jags. That would be something fun to see out there in the Jag world. and things like that. And Jared Goff got paid $212 million out there paid. And it's kind of funny, right? When this was Los Angeles, he got paid, and now he's getting paid out there in Detroit.
Winner!
Goff is out there doing his thing. I think that trade, honestly, Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff was just a change of scenery type of trade in which both of them is winning. Of course, one won a Super Bowl, one didn't. So we're kind of looking at the lens like, oh wow, how is this going to go, right? And if you're kind of not focused on what I'm saying, Matthew Stafford won a championship with the Rams. Jared Goff has now won a championship with the Detroit Lions. So just keep it in that light.
Bye-bye.
So you don't think I'm just out here just talking to you, which I am. Jeff Fisher is stepping in as the commissioner of Arena Football. Now, you're probably thinking, why is this important? Because we all know Jeff Fisher, he's going to run that shit further down into the dirt as much as possible. So don't even look for good things coming out of Jeff Fisher. You're probably thinking, why do I hate Jeff Fisher? Because he ran down the quarterbacks down there in Tennessee, and I haven't forgot about it. When he had McNair on his team, he just ran his ass into the dirt. I'm going to tell you right now, Jeff Fisher, we got beef. Just like Drake and Kendrick was out there beefing, we got beef. It's not good. I want to go over a few things in regards to the opening week. The Chiefs are going to get hands and feet put on them. Week 1, they got Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Week 2, they got Cincinnati and Joe Burrow. I'm going to tell you right now, we are going to get a test of 2 teams, right, versus the Chiefs. And if the Chiefs struggle early, does it really matter? Hell no. Because we know the Chiefs only does this to get better. They get punch. When they get to the end of the season, they start doing the punching. It's the craziest thing I have ever seen. Another thing opening week that we're going to get, right? The Jets versus the 49ers on Monday Night Football. Now, I know this is going to be a very dark humor joke, but hey, fuck it. It's the Braves. This is how we roll, right? It will be crazy to me. Jets versus 49ers. Aaron Rodgers runs out on the field again, but this time he loses the other Achilles. It's MetLife Stadium. You don't know what's going on in MetLife Stadium. Now, again, I'm not hoping or wishing injuries or anything like that, but this is the breaks. And I couldn't help but tell that corny-ass joke. I couldn't help it, y'all. I had to tell it. But if we're looking forward to it, those are some good things coming up in regards to NFL and things like that. Let's quickly transition. Let's go ahead and step our foot in the water a little bit to the WNBA. One thing that stuck out to me, right? We got the Sparks tonight. And if you're in LA, you need to be tuning in to Sparks Weekly, right? Infanity TV. That's where you get all your daily dosage of what's going on in the world of Sparks. Tonight is a big night for the ladies. Cameron, Lexi, Cookie. It's a whole roster full of women out there that's going to ball, that's putting on for the city. And we need y'all to tune in to support, right? The WNBA is growing, and it's going to start here with the Sparks and this LA team. So what we're going to do real quick, I got to pay some more bills. We're not done with the WNBA because when I come back, I'm going to talk about Caitlin Clark and her WNBA debut. And we also want to talk about Golden State. It's something new going on down there. See you in a moment.
And these are the breaks.
These are the breaks.
You know what it is.
Profanity Nation. A podcast for the fans, by the fans. Dive deep into the topics the other shows miss. Raw and uncensored.
And he's going to play team ball. His legacy is at stake.
Rare, hard-hitting interviews with players, coaches, and you, the super fans.
I'm not hating. I'm like, okay, cool. Good.
3 championships in 5 years. He's more than good, bro.
Profanity Nation. Listen live or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Powered by Jesse Brown of Keller Williams.
What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy B, and you tuned into the breaks, right? WNBA Caitlin Clark has debuted with the Indiana Fever versus Connecticut Sun last night. Her team did come up short, but it was fun to see, right? Caitlin Clark scored over 20 points. That's beautiful. Can we get a hand clap for Caitlin Clark? In regards to that, that's big news and things like that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it was rocking in Connecticut to watch Connecticut Sun and for her first road game and things like that. So I'm going to tell you right now, the WNBA is on the rise. Also, too, Golden State has revealed their new team. Their new team is the Golden State Valkyries. Valkyries is a female warrior, so that's a tie to the Golden State Warriors and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that is very beautiful to see. I can't wait to see when Toronto reveals theirs later down the line. But they have been reporting that season tickets are already flying off the shelves. Wow. Right? Tears of joy in regards to that. Now, a bone I have to pick real quick. Chicago Sky. I'm stuttering. I'm so mad. The WNBA has announced that charter flights are being approved.
Okay.
Indiana Fever got their ass on the charter flight. Why is the Chicago Sky still riding commercial? What in the fuck is going on with the WNBA? If you announce that all 12 teams got charter flights, right, why are not all 12 teams flying charter flights? Why am I seeing a video of Indiana Fever already on their charter flight, but then I'm seeing a video of other teams still getting on goddamn commercial? What is going on? Is this the fucking Caitlin Clark show? If you're going to announce something, make it happen. Right? It was reported a few years ago that the Liberty got away with charter flights. You know, a whole uproar was being announced. Why Chicago? It's something with Chicago Sky, and I'm gonna reroute this energy here because we're going a small tangent. Chicago Sky either is the fucking owner or GM is moving real, dragging their feet slow as hell. Stop dragging it, bro.
Bye.
The media day was already terrible with Angel Reese in the gym. That was bullshit. And you still got him running commercial? That is bullshit. Like, what has to change for Chicago Sky to get it together? Like, it doesn't make it's not adding up in the scheme of things. Like, are we just having a moment? Like, let's wake up, make shit happen. Shouldn't have these women out here riding commercial if I just announced they can ride charter. I know you got some people higher up friends that can make it happen, so let's make it happen. That's all I'm saying. It's crazy. But let's go ahead and transition. Breakout time. Breakout time. This is one that's very dear to my heart. A lot of people been arguing about it. A lot of people been, sensitive about it. And I'm just going to be straight up with you. NBA players entering the world of the NFL. It's chaotic. I'm going to tell you right now, if I see an NBA player, no training at all, if they say they can play with us, I would hit him so hard that he will fold in the chair. It's just crazy to me that an NFL player and an NBA player is even having this conversation. NBA player comes in trying to play on the field with the NFL player, it's not going to work. And it's vice versa, right? An NFL player that is just so mentally just built on physicality coming to the NBA thinking he's going to get good. It's not going to work because it's two different worlds. The NFL world is built on nothing but physicality all day and all night. Yes, the NBA is physical, but you think about this, right? You have receivers that are no bigger than $150. They getting smacked by somebody that's 280 plus, and they getting back up every single play, right? Versus the NBA, I have 7-footers. They roughly around 200, but they slim and slender, right? I can't expect an NFL player to come in and shoot like Steph Curry, and I can't expect a person like, Steph Curry to come in a game and route somebody up like Cooper Kupp. It's just two different worlds. So if anyone thinks that an NBA player can come into the NFL world at this day and age and survive, you must be in the same room with the Chicago Sky and them trying to figure out to get these women charter flights. You're not all the way there. It just doesn't make sense. And if you're an NFL player that's not in the world of thinking that you can go hoop with NBA players, I'm going to tell you right now, PJ Tucker will do you in. And we all know the history of PJ Tucker is sitting on the bench and just giving all defense. He will do you in. That's all I'm saying, right? One more breakout that's driving me crazy. If you've been on the TikTok world, you've probably seen this. It was an incident of a father, right? The father said, hey, my daughter is being bullied. And, the daughter told the other kid, like, hey, stop messing with me. And he's been trying to get this message across for a very, very long time. So what happened? The other girl, or whatever it is, bullied his daughter again. So you know what the father did? He said enough trying to adjust it. Him and his family members jumped the other father in front of the other kid. Now you're probably thinking, wow, that's chaotic. I think he did the right thing, right? Now, for the father that was jumped, I feel bad for you. Why? What happened if your child was just bad as hell? And you've been trying your best to correct it. You've been telling the mama, hey, I need help. And today you got no help. You actually got an ass whooping courtesy of your own child.
Winner!
It's crazy, right? And it's like, yo, as a parent, where does the line stop? You getting your ass whooped for your child. Like, do you turn it back and whoop your child ass? We just got to figure it out because that's crazy to me. Now you got to go on with a lump on your head because I'll give my child a lump. If I get jumped, you get jumped. We get jumped as a unit. I can't go by myself like that. One more thing, man. In the generation we live in, a lot of people, in LA, and this is going for a lot of things. A lot of people want to keep reinnovating and changing things and stuff like that. If you're a kid from the 90s or you're a kid from the 80s, I'm going to tell you right now, we're losing a lot of recipes. It has been reported that, a trend has been going on that we're going to lose Chili's, right? If you're an LA native, we're losing Donna's. Donna's over there in Culver City that sells chicken and stuff like that. If you're a resident of Hawthorne, you're losing gyms. And I'm just going to tell you this, man. Support your local restaurants. Support. Because if you don't, we're going to lose them. And we're going to be stuck with all this generated food, right? These weak-ass nuggets from McDonald's. This nasty-ass stuff that you're eating, right? We're losing recipes, right? And we can't keep losing recipes because if we lose recipes, you stuck with all this generic garbage bullshit. Or you probably stuck with another lump like that father had that was jumped by that other father. But hey, we gonna park it right here. I appreciate y'all turning into another episode of The Breaks. It's your boy Beeve. I'm always gonna keep it real with you. Hey, follow me on social media at Leave It to Beeve 31. And I want y'all to hit the subscribe, like button, do all that. And tune into my other shows, right? Sparks Weekly, Full Clips. Hey, we on the break, but we gonna come back. And them guys at Profanity Nation. Until then, see you next time.